Good morning and welcome to another edition of Let It Be Known. It is a Tuesday morning, and today we have a special guest, Melanie Campbell from the Black Women's Roundtable, will join us this morning to talk about what they got coming up shortly, the Women of Power National Summit in Virginia and Washington. So we'll be talking with Melanie Campbell. Again, let it be known, welcome, sponsored and brought to you by the Bell Project, keeping families together. Join the Bell Project as they build a justice system that is rooted in dignity and equality. They've so far supported more than 40,000 clients through free bail assistance. Visit www.bellproject.org to hear more about the Bell Project. Um, just the update from yesterday's crazy story about this woman who is now identified as Ivana Ortiz. You got to listen to this. Is a video she did not long before she went on a rampage trying to take Rihanna and her family out. Check it
There's an
out.
energy trying to literally throw a ray of what is it? A ray of force at me to push me down. You're not, I don't want you, and you don't go there. And you know what? God's judgment is going to be overwhelming against you when He grabs you and throws you down. I've already seen it. You saw Rihanna, you saw her picture. She has a very big forehead and an ugly nose. That's God's judgment on her. I keep telling her to stop harassing me, to stop harassing me. And she keeps doing it. She keeps harassing me. And I already bought stock in Ulta and I have staked in Ulta. So now those energies can't harass me when I go into Ulta anymore. When I go into Ulta, they try there's the devil tries to antagonize me or instigate against me by the pictures on that are there. But you know what? I bought steak in there and I said, you know, forget you. This is mine too. This is mine too. You're not going to be throwing bad energy at me when I'm coming to the store.
Mm,
So I went and I bought stock.
for stock.
And then when I went in there, I saw Rihanna. She looked so bad. That's the judgment of God. And I thank God for that. So just the way God did that judgment, the same energy, the same devil that is trying to be around me and make my area uncomfortable, God is going to catch.
Yeah. Ivana Lizette Ortiz is the woman who shot at Rihanna's home, and she's been arrested before. Apparently, there's some uh, domestic issues going on there, some uh, other stuff going on. She says Rihanna she bought stock in the altar to get at Rihanna. I mean, there is some serious issues there that has to be addressed, and maybe they will never get addressed because we know the prison system hasn't been one for rehabilitation. But obviously, loose screws to say the least. I mean, wow. But this is what's out there, and Ivana Lizette Ortiz is in custody. $10.2 million is her bail. So she's there. She's gonna be there. Good morning to RNG. He says, "I don't believe that lady's crazy. She needs several decades in prison, just like the system does black people. No question about it. No question about it. She prison. You're not sending her anywhere else except prison. She can get if she needs some mental help, she can get it. She'll have to get it behind bars. Look, there's no justification. There's no any of that. for shooting, I mean, an AR-15 rifle at Rihanna's home. And so you just can't say, okay, she's crazy. We gotta, you know, cut her some slack. No, Rihanna was home. ASAP was home. The kids were home. So I think her first court appearance is coming up in the next couple of days. So it'll be interesting to see how she behaves. I'm sure she's going to take that craziness with her to court. That idea that I'm unstable. She's got to take that with her to court because that is her only chance of getting any resemblance of a light sentence. It's the only chance, and not that you want her to get a light sentence. Life, baby, not light. Oh gosh. Meanwhile, folks, this is going on Ticketmaster, Live Nation. They are still fighting because the District of Columbia's Attorney General Brian Schwab and other attorney generals said that they will continue pursuing its antitrust lawsuit against Live Nation Entertainment despite a settlement reached between the company and the U.S. Department of Justice. They argued that the agreement fails to address what these attorney generals describe as a deeply entrenched monopoly over the live entertainment industry. The case targets Live Nation, the parent company of Ticketmaster. You get all those fees, and it's really they're saying it's a monopoly, and it really is. They allege that the company has used its market dominance to control ticketing services, concert promotions, and venue access across the country. DC joined a bipartisan coalition of state attorneys general and federal officials who filed the lawsuit back in May of 2024. They accused Live Nation of illegally monopolizing the market for concert tickets and live entertainment. The Justice Department, their agreement with Live Nation includes a $200 million in damages and a series of changes to the company's ticketing practices. Under the settlement, Ticketmaster will no longer be able to require venues to use its platform exclusively. But Live Nation handles most of the artists now. So it's like either you use us or you don't get our artists. So it's that's what they're arguing about, this monopoly. The settlement requires Live Nation to divest more than 10% of its shares of amphitheaters nationwide. But the lawsuit said that Live Nation controlled about 78% of major amphitheaters. So they're taking aim at Live Nation. The ticket prices for everything. Do you recall going to a concert? I do. Years ago, tickets was like 17 bucks, 15 bucks. For the Jackson's Victory Tour, it was like 20, I think it was 29.95. Like you were going to a retail store and getting buying apparel. It was 29.95. Well, I know that's way back in 1984, but the ticket prices now, you go to a show and you're gonna pay at least 200 bucks if you're gonna be anywhere within the vicinity of the artist. The great thing I say is that a lot of these things go on YouTube right after. I know it's nothing like that live experience because there's really nothing like live music, but it's ticket prices, the monopoly. It is a monopoly. I mean, you got to use Ticketmaster and and Live Nation pretty much for everything. So the state's attorneys general They're they're saying we don't care what the Department of Justice has done, what settlement you guys have. We are going after. We're still going after Live Nation and Ticketmaster. Switching gears, this story right here, out of Columbia University, a new scrutiny is falling on that university after decades-long sexual abuse scandal involving a former doctor. The New York Attorney General has opened an investigation into how Columbia University allowed OBGYN Robert Haddon to continue seeing patients despite repeated warnings and accusations of abuse. The investigation follows one of my favorite platforms for investigative journalism, ProPublica. They revealed that Columbia ignored complaints from women for years and even allowed this doctor to keep treating patients just days after one patient called 911 to report abuse. This doctor was convicted in federal court in 2023 for sexually abusing patients and is now serving. He's serving a 20-year prison sentence. Survivors say that the focus should not stop with the doctor himself. Columbia has already paid out more than $1 billion to settle over thousands of claims of abuse tied to this doctor. But folks are saying that the school has never fully answered how warnings about this doctor were ignored for years upon years. Hundreds of Columbia medical students recently demanded disciplinary reviews for administrators who failed to act on those complaints. Survivors say that the university still has not released a long promised report examining how the misconduct was allowed to continue. The Attorney General's office say is now conducting what is called a thorough investigation into the institutional response to Robert Haddon's misconduct. So this is really when you re-victimize the victim. It is absolutely insane that this has gone on and has been allowed to go on. It really is. And we will have Melanie Campbell, Black Women's Roundtable, at coming up shortly toward the top of the hour to talk about the latest there and so much more. Of course, friend of Jesse Jackson's. She's going to discuss that among other things. And uh, speaking of the name Jackson, you can't get around the name Jackson without the one and only Michael Jackson. And can we all agree that the Jackson family needs to soak in the Michael movie and just enjoy the ride? Well, apparently that's what Jermaine Jackson said in a dispute, apparently, with his little sister Janet. They gathered together in Los Angeles a few days ago for what insiders expected would be a triumphant moment. Instead, sources say the private screening of the upcoming Michael Jackson biopic exploded into a raw family confrontation. More than 60 members packed the private showing of the Lionsgate film that stars Jermaine Jackson's son, Jafar. And there's been just a little backdrop. There's been this long running feud. And I'd say feud, but this long running issue within the family. And Paris Jackson, Michael's daughter, has pretty much carried it through in court filings against Michael's estate, and it's believed that family members like Janet and Randy Jackson are behind it, and they so anything the estate does, and they're going to contest in their own way. And Michael's will says anyone contesting is cut out, but they're not in the will. Janet, Randy, the family. It's his children and his mom. And so the thing about it is that apparently everything that was going on, Janet was criticizing just out of spite. And her boyfriend, apparently, I'm told, really enjoyed it. And even after the conclusion of the movie, was the first one to jump up and like applaud, like this was great. And yet, Janet had all types of issues, complaining from everything from makeup to how the actors move. And this film stars, of course, Coleman Domingo, but more importantly, um, her own nephew, Jafar, Jermaine's son. Remember when he was just a little kid running around Havenhurst, and now he's starring as his uncle. Um, but the fact is, the criticism is so unwarranted. And it's so funny with Jackson fans because I've been criticized by some Jackson fans of being soft on the estate. Um, but you got to give credit where credit is due. Michael Jackson, and I've reported on this, was a $500 million in debt when he died. Now the estate is worth a couple of $1 billion. What a turnaround. And he's more popular than ever. And that says a lot because this was the most famous, most popular man on earth at one point. And this movie is like a gift to his fans and to his family. His son, Prince, Michael's son, Prince, is one of the executive producers on the film. His brother, Jackie, has worked with the estate for years, off and on. But they have, there's always been the jealousy factor. And apparently, Jermaine called Janet out for jealousy. And it was his rich and ironic because a lot of fans would always accuse Jermaine of being jealous of Michael. But yeah, and certainly Jermaine had his problems at times with his little brother, and vice versa. Michael had problems with Jermaine. But that's what happens in a family, doesn't it? But Jermaine called Janet out, telling her to ride the wave. Don't miss the wave. Don't miss the boat. That this movie was going to be something that really uh recaptured the magic of the Jacksons. A musical dynasty. Because you can't really, as great and perhaps the greatest is Michael, but you can't tell a story, and this film is not gonna do that either, from what I understand. But you can't tell a story of Michael without telling the story of the Jacksons. But Janet, apparently just doesn't, just doesn't get it or wanna get it, and so her big brother had to, uh, apparently put her in a place. But the criticism too to the Jackson estate too has been that, they paid a lot of money for the film. This film, no matter I'm not I forget what the budget was and what how much the expenditures was. They didn't go out for outside money like most films do, which I thought was genius because the movie's gonna make so much money. It might be the biggest box office in history. And so, which means that Michael's family, his heirs, his 3 kids, take in, um, all of that profit. and there's nothing wrong with that. Remember, yeah, remember Mel Gibson in Passion of the Christ? Like, he funded that whole movie, and people were like, "Oh my gosh, he's gonna lose his shirt." And for a time, it was the largest grossing movie ever, and he made, before he went totally bonkers and off the rails, he made a boatload of money. And this film is going to make a boatload of money. You've never seen trailers get the attention that these trailers have gotten. He's got, I think it's 2 trailers that they put out, and it's so fascinating. Um, Again, I can't, overstate it, to see his nephew, Jafar, because it could have been several of the nephews. Could have been Austin, could have, it could have been any of them. Um, I'll never forget the first time my wife, when I introduced her to Austin, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, he looks just like Michael Jackson." They all have the same features. But apparently Jafar blew away, the field to get the lead role. And it's so great that the estate didn't go outside the family for that. It would have been to me, it would have been a mistake. They probably feel the same way. And yeah, you got extremely multi-talented actors everywhere. And, this is y- none of the Jacksons other than Janet has ever really acted. Well, at least not on the big screen. Remember they had their variety show way back in the '70s, the brothers did. Oh, the whole family actually. But for, Janet to have criticized this is, she's the same one who said about, the vice president, "Hey, she ain't really black, is she?" So, that is, that's Janet Jackson for you, right? Oh gosh. But they definitely, have their issues, but it would be, behoove them, as I agree 100% with Jermaine, it would behoove them to get on board, to ride the train. RG says, "Passion of the Christ, the white version of Jesus, but if I'm not mistaken, there are no white people in the Old Testament." Oh gosh. And Mel Gibson totally went off the rails. It was like right after that or right before that, that he just went off the rails, spewing racist hate and everything else. Remember he was like likable in those movies with Danny Glover, Lethal Weapons, and it's quite the trifecta when not only do black people stop messing with you, but Jewish people and other people start everybody stop messing with Mel Gibson. Oh gosh, talk about going off the rails. Uh, Well, in any event, how about this guy? Yes, this to me, you talk about innovative. You talk about using the least to make the most. This next story does exactly that. This young man is quite has quite the story. While major studios debate how artificial intelligence reshapes Hollywood, 22-year-old Tierra Humans has already built his own cinematic animated series called Synth City. It delivers studio level quality without studio level funding. The series is produced using AI, original music, self built systems, and an independent distribution strategy, which establishes a scalable blueprint for Black ownership in entertainment. He's a recent graduate of the University of Cincinnati, and he says the project is about more than technology. It is about ownership and infrastructure. Synth City follows Caden, who's a talented college music producer, attempting to leave the drug economy behind while being pulled back in by a local artist turned dealer who depends on his beats. Like, just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. It doesn't glamorize street life. It's not that same story. Instead, it explores the economic pressure, psychological tension, and survival decisions that many young creatives face while trying to build legitimate careers. The show really it reframes what is a rarely examined truth in hip hop culture, that the producer is really the architect. While artists command the spotlight, producers build the sonic foundations that shape the global music scene. Scent City centers the strategist behind the sound. You can see the ambition of this young man, the sacrifice, and even, as they say, a moral crossroads that come with chasing success from underserved environments. It's a really interesting thing. I mean, this guy built this on his laptop. He combined animation tools, AI assisted renderings, original scoring, and direct to audience digital rollout. He controls it all. No outside investors, no licensing deals, and so he didn't have to compromise. So now he's got recording artist Johnny Blaze. I said Joni, right? He's going to appear in the upcoming episode, and this young man has also collaborated with Diamond of Crime Mob, known for the Nuck If You Buck. S- So a really, really, really great job by this young man. That is, it's a pretty awesome thing to do this, and he's being rewarded. This is creativity, very innovative, and so he said, "I'm going to do this. I don't need you guys. I don't need Hollywood." And so, because they're going to take over anyway. They're going to want to do it their way, and I'm just not. I want to do it my way. And so that's hey, that's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. So good for him. Um, and while we await uh, Melanie Campbell's arrival, which should be shortly, we're gonna divert. We're gonna go out to our girl, Shawnee B, and see what news we could use. As she says, news you can use. What she got going on this morning? Check.
Disclaimer. I don't know what's going on with the weather, but the weather is acting a plum fool with this ugly ass. And I need you to stop right now because I don't like it. Now, throughout this start of this new year, I've seen things from hurricanes, tornadoes, fires, volcano eruptions. Now lightning is taking over. I know we just went through several states from the north. Well, we won't call it from north, but we'll say from New York, New Jersey, Tennessee, Mississippi, Texas for sure, Oklahoma have all dealt with heavy floods. I mean, we were looking like, do we need a boat? It got bad. Then it went from that to tornadoes. Kansas has been on the radar. Kentucky, Arkansas, Texas. I was actually in an area where one had touched down and it was nothing but power lines and trees down. And you're constantly having to figure out what you're going to do. Then California had those fires. Baby, but this lightning is serious. And they always told me anytime that there's lightning, you need to make sure that you're not on the phone, computer, or near anything metal, because when that lightning hit, oh, it can get you. The ricocheting of a lightning bolt or the energy that comes from a lightning bolt, baby, it'll get you. And that is one thing I want to show you, because you know I got the video. I'm going to show you this delivery guy that was bringing somebody's food to their doorstep. It was giving gloomy outside. But as he sat there and rang that doorbell, a lightning bolt struck. And I don't know if it hit something near him or got close up to hitting him. But, baby, he better be happy he here to see another day. Let's roll the beam footage and we're going to come back. Okay? Let's go.
I thought that was gonna hit me.
You want to come check your drawers?
Oh, good.
Boy, that man ran off like he doodled just a little bit. He pooed it. I know that. Oh, baby, that lightning, I don't know if y'all saw, but it flashed real quick. So it might have hit that pole with that American flag, or it might have sent the channels down. It looked like they had probably some metal railings. And then it looked like when he pushed the doorbell, all of that in one gave it the force to come to his area. Now, I was also reading not too long ago that somebody was in their private home while it was lightning outside, and they were working on something, and the lightning bolt kind of struck, I'm assuming, the home, and it caused the laptop to deliver a shot. And that's quite scary, quite creepy, okay? So I don't know what's up with this weather this season. And of course, we know that they're controlling it because they are trying to be God. And God don't like it. Nature don't like it. So y'all out here doing what y'all want to do. And it's not cool. I just saw that Iceland had a volcano. They had to evacuate some of the people there because it was slowly coming, but you know it's hot. It's hot as hell. Danger! Baby, I don't know, baby. It's something going on. Alaska just suffered a 7.5 earthquake that crumbled up the road like some cookies in an Oreo damn McFlurry. It was crunched up. I said, well, houseway. And now they're telling people that if that earthquake hits again, it could possibly send a tsunami into effect, meaning the water and the earthquake together will create a bloom. You know what I'm saying? It'll just be a lot going on. Baby, something is really going on with Mother Nature. This climate control, they told us about it. And then now that we got different presidents coming in and coming out, they're making changes. A lot of this stuff environmentally is being affected, and everybody's acting too busy. This sun, this sun can't be the sun that I used to play outside in. Baby, it's so hot. I be like, oh my God. And sometimes I feel like my air ain't on. That's how hot it is. I'm like, do I need a service? It feel like everybody outside went out at the same time, opened their mouth and said, and then walk back in the house. It's hot like breath outside, and that's not normal. You have to make sure you got your SPFs on because, baby, a lot of people are dealing with sunburns to the 10th power. And yes, African Americans can sunburn. Please stop saying that ignorant stuff. But all I'm telling you is something's going on, and it's funky. Now, why is going on? Because we stopped respecting Earth. You stop respecting Earth. When y'all had Captain Planet, he's a hero, gonna take you right to zero. When we had Captain Planet, we didn't have these problems. We knew when it was gonna rain, we knew when it was gonna snow, we knew we was gonna have a tornado. Now you're getting every type of weather-related issue in neck of the woods. It ain't never had that issue. And right now it's flood season, and I hate it because we ain't never had this type of water rush through towns like we had. Baby, Y'all leave Mother Nature alone. She was peaceful when you left her alone, and when she was protected, she was doing what she's supposed to do. But now y'all injecting stuff into the clouds, and it's just causing all type of ruckus. You can't control the nature. Nature's supposed to happen how it's supposed to. So again, when you guys are out and about, and you hear forecasters say, or a weather meteorologist say it's going to be XYZ, take it serious, because now this junk is happening in that way, and it's not like one or two storms. It's one storm separating to three or four, and you're losing your homes, you're losing your cars, and you're losing your lives. Baby, I don't know what these ugly ass people did to this world, but y'all better leave the outer space alone, because y'all been up there a few times. I don't know why y'all going so much, because they don't really want visitors. So what y'all doing up there that you already destroyed down here? We got questions, okay? But in the meantime, I'm just showing y'all that y'all can see for yourself. It's very unsafe to be out. Even though it doesn't look like it's about to happen, it be about to go down. I know I saw power lines down in Las Vegas, and then I just turned around and saw a whole bunch of power lines down in Memphis. So there's a lot of wind-related storms that's going on too. So you got water, you got fire, you got wind, you got well, I guess it'll be the same tornado things. God is upset. And it's the end of our times, baby. Y'all better start praying differently, because I see it and I know you see it and feel it. But I ain't gonna scare you. I'm just trying to prepare you. Baby, it's your girl, Shani Vito. If you cool with your girl, go on fool with your girl. Please make sure you check out my website. Yes, www.shawneebentertainment.com. Check out the fan gear, option to drop donations, never any pressure to do either of the two, because I see the likes, the shares, the comments, means the word to me. So I just want to say thank you from my lips to your ears for rocking with me, because y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all here with me, and that's dope. Let's hop in the comments. I don't know where everybody resides, but wherever you reside, tell me what type of mother related, mother nature related storms or instances you have seen. Here in Texas, it didn't hit here. Well, we did get a little bit of flooding, but the rapid water floods took place in San Antonio on back. But we have had some tornadoes. I actually woke up to one, being in the middle of it. It skipped over my neighborhood, but 2 blocks over, it tore up a whole bunch of stuff. But rain, tornadoes, that's mostly it. But what's going on in your neck of the woods? Because I'm trying to wrap my head around what's really going on. And I mean, it has been raining every day for the past, outside of these last 2 days, it's been sprinkling, raining, drizzling for the past 3-4 weeks. And they ain't never been like that in June or July. So they doing something. But y'all stay safe wherever y'all are, please, and get life insurance, get car insurance, get health insurance, and damn sure get flood insurance, get fire insurance, get all the insurances, baby, because you don't need it. Hell, I did too. But y'all be safe wherever you are. Stay prayed up, blessed, and highly favored. And until next time, next story.
Oh gosh, he's a trip. Somewhere in the South, bad weather. Somewhere in the South. Oh gosh. Um, Again, we were expecting Melanie Campbell from the Black Women's Roundtable. Maybe she's having some issues, but I'll tell you who also was having some issues. We brought you the story the other day about the Atlanta Hawks and their Magic City night. Yeah, Magic City night. Well, the NBA has finally stepped in and said, not happening. It's not happening. And it turns out that the owner of the Atlanta Hawks um, apparently is a sort of an investor or something into this Magic City strip club. It's- so, so there was some sort of connection there already. That's why. So I got the answer to why, who thought of it, how did it get to the next level, how did it get approved? It came directly from the top. And you had a couple of players, Luke Cornett of the San Antonio Spurs in particular, Al Horford, um, speak out as well. And so the NBA finally said, this is, and everybody started talking about it. Everybody started talking about it, and then you knew they would. That was the point the Atlanta Hawks was making anyway, right? Let it be a talker. We want people to talk it up, but they were talking it up not for the reason that the Atlanta Hawks wanted you to talk it up. It was just perplexing to say the least. Again, we talk about how there are women coaches, women officials, um, and children, young children that come to these games, male and female. And the idea that you were going to celebrate a strip club at a National Basketball Association game was just absolutely insane. It was absolutely insane. And you have to go back decades to have something to even compare the insanity of such a promotion. And I'm talking about the 1970s Chicago White Sox. They had uh, a night in which the Death to Disco Night, I think it was called, or something along the, in which it was a disaster. All the fans would bought their disco records to the stadium and broke them and threw them on the field, and it was a disaster. And now, I that's look, they used to have Bat Day, and they still, I think some, the New York Yankees probably still have Bat Day, but I think it's like the little replica bats. They used to give out the real bats, which was also, a problem. If you think about it, why giving out a authentic bat to 50,000 people in the Bronx wouldn't present a problem? So, but Magic City Night, that I mean, really? Magic City Night? And they said, it was more about the wings. Come on. Are you really thinking about the wings? They're supposed to have these famous hot wings. And the argument too was that a lot of NBA players, including, going back to Michael Jordan, etcetera, frequented Magic City. And so, th they're they're, uh, they're feeling like, "Okay, what's wrong with it?" Everything is wrong with it. The optics are bad. If the players wanna go to a strip club, let them go to a strip club on their own. Don't bring the strip club to the stadium. It's crazy, but that's what they were doing, bringing the strip club to the stadium. Now they I it apparently, it was not gonna be any, stripping going on at the game, but then you never know. You never know. But, um, it seems kinda strange that it went this far. I mean, we're just days away. The promotion night was supposed to, take place, what, in about 6 days, the 16th? And they had been promoting it for a while now, at least, several weeks, and they just decided now to pull the plug after the backlash. Um, I'm getting, I'm getting a message that Melanie Campbell is waiting. I don't see Melanie Campbell, um, at all, and I'm taking a peek backstage, and there's no one back there. So, I don't know what's going on. Uh, really wanna talk to Melanie too. Let's see. Let's see if we can't, figure this out and get Melanie, on. But, once again, this, idea of, Magic City Night was just really, really, um, it was really off the chain. Now, I'm gonna go out while we again wait for Melanie, I'm gonna go out back to Shawnee B. She is actually live right now, so we're gonna take you out to her live.
First hit it, they was like, "You man, you gonna be good." And I did that one puff, was high for about 8 hours. I was in the shower with my clothes on, like, please, how do I get on high? I'm Googling how to get on high. It said drink milk. I'm drinking milk. I don't even like milk. So I could see why he probably had the milk, because that is one of the things they say is the reverse of getting high. But I say that to say, you trying new stuff, you got to remember your body hasn't tried it before. So your body's going to react. And he's so young, his body's probably like, I'm going to tear your ass up. And that's his outcome. So the people that's not high, or the people that get high all the time, they're used to the feeling. Their body knows how to respond to it. And so that's why they're like, what's wrong with you? Now, they recorded it, so when they go back and watch it, he going to be like, that's what I did when I was high, and that may scare him. He may never do drugs again. But the fact that that is his first reaction to it shows you that it does have reverse actions to it. Baby, I said, I ain't smoking no damn more, because they just had me high in a kite. And the reason why I remember that is because somebody brought it up to me the other day. They said, you remember when you had did that 20 years ago? And I was like, I was acting a fool with it. I'm like literally rocking back and forth. I was just so paranoid. So I know they had that fire, because that was back then when California was really the only place that was legal. And so people would get their stuff from California people. So it was distillery strong. Like, I don't even know. You know, the drugs be coming with these names. They call it the juicy fruit. It was the Glorilla Glue weed. It wasn't no Reggie. It was that strength. And I was high. You know, the next day I was at work laughing at people's problems. Like, what happened next? What happened? All on a QA call getting zeros. So don't think that it's cool because people make it look cool. Them people just good at doing it because that's what they do every day. So it just saying you ain't got the strength to do it, okay? So I think that's everything that's off the top of my mind. I hope it is, but if it's not, I'll always come back. You know what? One last video. Let me leave this with you. This video tickled me so much that I wanted to show it to you. Well, I'm going to show you 2 videos. First of all, I don't know if the Dr. Pepper girl is trolling us, but if this is true what she says, then there's an accolade. This girl might be from another dimension. She might be really talented, but I'm going to let her tell you.
Pepper jingle, but did you guys also know that I'm the baby and Are You That Somebody by Aaliyah? That song that goes, I won't tell nobody, I'm talking about nobody. Well, I'm the baby that goes, and I just proved it to you. But I'll prove it to you guys again. So, I actually made lots of money on royalties from that song. Ignore the popcorn stealing shit. But yeah.
At first when I saw her, I thought something was wrong with her. But baby, listen, it might not be. If that is true, because some people were saying Timbaland confirmed that it, you know, that was true. I don't know. I didn't go that deep into it. I just saw her say it, and it wouldn't be far-fetched if it did, because she's already making money for Dr. Pepper, Hyundai, Taco Bell, you name it, Vita Coco, water, coconut water. So she might be that person, but I showed it to you to show you that you could be different, making stuff behind the scenes and not be loud about it and still be somebody. If she's getting royalties from that song, I'm gonna bump it today so she can get some more royalties. But if that's what she's doing with her pen game, that's crazy. She say, you know how many sound effects I make per day? Now, last video, this tickled my soul because somebody might be going through it, and I like laughter. It's the real medicine for the soul. So I'm going to share this with you. One video said this person had dementia. It's not showing signs of dementia, but now it's just saying this person is totally nosy. So listen to this grandma, y'all. She tickled the shit out of me.
Guess what? Yeah, what happened? What happened? What the fuck happened? You guys are bad. Fucking set me up and not. Bitches. Guess what? Yeah, what happened? What happened? What the fuck happened?
That took me out. I was on Instagram laughing. I was at work yesterday watching on Instagram laughing. But I was also realizing that I wish that I had those people that were grandmother-like in my life still, because those older people do make you laugh. And it was so funny because her temper reminded me of mine. It's like, bro, hurry up and tell me. You got me sitting on the edge. Tell me. She said, what? You want to know what happened? Tell me what? And she just got me. Tell me what the fuck happened. Like, it tickled me. So I hope that puts some laughter in your spirit. Words of encouragement for the day. Go ahead and switch your style up. And if they hate, watch them hate and watch the money pile up. Shout out to Kanye West. I'll say it again for the people in the back.
Kanye.
Go ahead and switch your style up. And if they hate, let them hate. And watch the money pile up. I go for mine. I got to shine. And I'm up to the sky. Live your good life. Okay, you have to understand you are a force to be reckoned with. And a lot of people, that's new to them. But if you a boss, make boss moves. And then just pop that shit out on them. And then all they're going to do is say, damn. Oh, they getting work. So talk your shit, but just talk your shit through changing your style up, adding pressure, and just moving in silence like the G in lasagna. So let that be the words of encouragement for you today. If nobody has told you they love y'all, man, for real, I love the hell out of y'all. I've gotten so many calls within the past few days, people telling me how motivational and inspiring that I've been to them. I appreciate that because somebody was motivational and inspiring to me. You know, I'm not with the crab in the bucket mentality. I do want y'all to win. I do see that you guys are gifted and talented. And I want to know that I love you, because a lot of people don't hear it and they give up on themselves because they feel that nobody has told them enough. So every time you watch this live, until I have no more breath in my body, I'm going to tell you, be the force to be reckoned with. You are somebody. Tell me you are somebody. Looking ass. You are important. You are relevant. And even though you're not getting that accolade of how many likes and shares you want to see, baby, somebody see you. Somebody see you. You know how I know they see you? Because when you see them outside, the first thing they tell you is, man, I see you out there. So that's confirmation they see you. They just don't like and share it because they have their own insecurities. So don't let that be the reason why you don't think you're applying pressure. Get your butt out there, get out and do something, and know that I still love you. You got questions, concerns, or you just want a little guidance, hit me up in my inbox. I will do my best to help you. If I didn't got the answer, I will direct you to somebody that do. So again, tomorrow is my birthday, y'all. I mean, I'm so blessed to see another one. Lord blessing me to go as I go from today to tomorrow. But I appreciate y'all always loving on me, showing up for me, and all of that. This Friday, I actually am kicking off my birthday shenanigans. So this Friday, I will be at the Coach's Box doing karaoke with my game night. Absolutely free entry. BYOB, delicious food, free parking. It is in Duncanville. I posted the flyers. Just go back to my page and check them out. You can bring your kids or not bring your kids. It's a family environment. It's a vibe. It's lit. Saturday, I'm doing my paint and sip. I got 6 seats left if you want to come and paint and sip. BYOB, that is $25 just to get your paint your paint set up. But we're gonna have DJ Quick on the ones and twos. We're gonna have a good time. And then again, I'm bringing some bottles. So if you can't afford it, pull up with me. I'm pouring up with you because we're celebrating life. Okay. The 21st, I have like a private event, so I won't be able to give you information on that. But 26th through the 28th, I'll be in San Antonio, Texas, doing my funny at the Film Festival for Women. So if you're in the San Antonio area, pull up, copy your tickets. I'll be performing Saturday at 5 and Saturday at 7:30. I'm gonna fly back to Dallas, and then April the 18th, hopefully there's no cancellations with this war and all that type, I'll be a featured comedian opening up for Brian Hooks from Evie Eve, Soul Plane, all those movies, Three Strikes, me, Ty Flex, and Mike TT for Terrific is going to be doing that. So there's so many flyers going up, catch me when you catch me. Other than that, I hope to see y'all Friday at karaoke, man. That's going to be lit. And I'm going to try to go live for those that aren't here. Oh, lastly, that's Funny Ain't It comedy series that I did a week ago has debuted. If you go to roughflowtv.com, you can watch. I put that flyer up yesterday. If you use the promo code, that's funny 31, THATS funny 31, all one word, it'll knock off that rental fee for $4.99. You get a 7-day free trial. Go support us. It's Hollywood Styles. It's myself and Goldie that's doing some funny stuff. And then the next week, you're going to see my my boy Rooster and damn, I can't even remember that everybody else is on his lineup. My boy Bama doing their thing. Y'all, this is great exposure. Y'all gonna see us somewhere if y'all ain't already seen us. You know what I'm saying? This is just the beginning of something that's big to come. So y'all, I appreciate y'all. Just keep up with me because it's moving around and I'm moving silent. And when you see it, we already did it. Okay? So I appreciate the love. Y'all be easy. Don't be greasy. And I'm out this bitch.
So she's lots going on with her. So check her out if you can, if you're out in the Southwest, right? Dallas, San Antonio, places like that. And keep checking us out. Got a message from Melody Campbell. Apparently there was some mix up there and she wants to come and do the show. So we will figure that one out. But we got lots coming up. So stay tuned and let it be known because
let's go! Let's go, Flav. Hey!
we will thanks again.
This one goes out to you and you and you. Down in the down in the down. I'm flavor the